About my disease, I was very careful because I come from a family that has cancer. My sister had cancer, my bua, my two nieces from my father, but all from my father's side. And one day when I was about to go for a bath, I took off my clothes and I found a red patch on my breast. And I just put my clothes back on and went straight to the military hospital. In Noida we have a small little hospital, and there they said, the doctor saw me and she examined my breast, but she said there's nothing wrong. But I was not happy with the diagnosis, so I went into Delhi and I saw my old physician, and he told me that if you are so worried, why don't you go for a mammography. So next morning I went for a mammography, and Aurobindo place there's one Colonel Pant who did my mammography, and he pinpointed a little lump in my breast deep down near my ribs, rib cage ke paas. And then I went to All India Medical Institute. I know Dr. Julka, who's the top oncologist there, and he saw me, and I pleaded with him that please operate on me immediately. So he said, no, where do you live? And I said, I live in Noida. And he said, if you live in Noida, then you must go to a hospital which is close by there. He said, no, this is International Oncology Centre, Fortis Hospital, Noida. And I said, I don't know anybody there. So he said, no, two of my best students from All India Institute are there in the oncology department. And he wrote a little letter for me to say that that please look after her like you would look after my mother. And I came here, and the doctor, I took this letter to the doctor, to the surgeon, and he said, no, you're most welcome, and he looked at me, and then he looked after me so well. Immediately I had the operation next morning without informing my children, who are both abroad. But I was so confident of the doctor when I spoke to him and my husband that we decided to have it without telling the children. So once we had the operation, then my husband only told the children, and of course they came to see me. And my daughter, who lives in America, was a little worried about the hospital. She said, I hope it's neat and clean and things, and she was very impressed, not only with the hospital cleanliness, the staff, but also with the doctor who operated on me. And I really was looked after very, very well. I don't think I could have been looked after so well at any other hospital. And the only motivation factor that I must say is that you must always have the will to live and not to forget that. Because if you give up and say, I am going to die, it's not going to help you. And another thing is, a lot of people told me to do meditation. Now meditation doesn't mean sitting in front of Bhagwan with your legs crossed. You can lie in bed and just close your eyes and think of God all the time and pray to Him. And never to say, why me? Because we don't know why. God only knows, And so that will to live has made me so well today, and it's nearly 5 years now. I'm